Alright everybody, so welcome back for session 3 of our Curse of Strahd campaign. We do still find ourselves in the House of Lament. And last session, you all continued your exploration of this house, going room by room, kind of just exploring the first floor, getting glimpses of some of the traumatic past that the house contains within it, as well as some of the places where the house may have been lived in. One thing was certainly apparent, though, is that the spirits of this place were still very much present, and some of the items, rooms, objects in this place carried a lot of traumatic energy with them, a lot of extreme hauntings with them. So as you explore through the house, eventually, when your search through the first floor was complete, Petra and Ez invited you back to the parlor, the one safe haven within this place, to perform a seance and see about contacting the spirits of this place more directly. As you all gathered into the parlor area, you began this seance, and were able to reach out to a spirit that you had become somewhat familiar with already. Lady Halvrist, one of the previous occupants of the house you had seen earlier in her garden. She seemed, if not benevolent, at least not malevolent. She didn't seem like she was intentionally trying to hurt anybody. But she was able to shine some light on the history of this place, and able to answer several questions for you all. She seemed to be probing at you all, trying to see what you all were made of, and as your questions began to drift towards the entity that had been stalking, harassing you as you moved through the house, this entity residing within the chimneys, she was more than happy to inform you on where you might be able to locate this entity and deal with it. She then showed you all that you could go to the roof of this house, the Widow's Walk, they called it. And there was something they'd like to call the Witchlight. There was a offshoot up at the top of the roof where traditionally one would leave a candle so that a witch would have a place to stay instead of entering into your house. This didn't seem to work all too well, as the witch was most certainly in the house. But she did ask you all to go up there and, how did she put it, to seek the witch stone. So that is where we pick up now, with all of you heading up towards the roof. You're on the second floor currently, making your way up towards the third floor. And that is where we're going to pick up. As you all make your way through this hallway, Ez is going to meet up with you all and ask that a pair of you join her down in the parlor, that she's been hearing some things outside of the parlor that makes her think that it might not be the best idea to be alone. So Hayes and Yaruha will head back to the parlor to join Ez and help her prepare, make sure that nothing too dramatic happens down there, while you all head up to the Witchstone. All right, so with your newly arrived compatriot Bolivar, Baroness, Aurelia, and Petra, you may continue your journey to the roof.
Were we gonna go to the Widow's Walk section? Did we already find out how to get to there?
All you know currently is that it's on the roof, and there's a staircase in front of you leading up.
Oh, perfect. Well, that's where we're going, right?
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and teleport you all to the next floor. We ended right as you were all about to start heading up the stairs, so I will send y'all up there right now. So, just a winding staircase leading upwards. Remember that storm outside has been pressing in, getting closer and closer to the walls of this place as you all have been watching out the windows and so on.
Well, I think I made her mad, so we should probably keep an eye out. Don't go near any chimneys.
I mean, here's the thing. I think a lot of things here are pretty angry in the first place that we're even here, so.
Petra would certainly nod in agreement at that. She says, at least it looks like we've made one friend.
So do you all think that it is more than one ghost or spirit haunting this place?
I mean,
Yes.
I would be surprised if it was only one.
We saw them in the ballroom, didn't we?
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hmm.
By the way, Bolivar, how did you get here? Were you wandering through the mists, or?
Yes, I was wandering through the forest. And suddenly there was the house. But before I got here, I felt something watching me. Not sure what it was.
Like a presence or like an actual person?
I don't know. I couldn't see. It felt like someone, perhaps a sentient being of sorts.
I mean, we are supposed to get a sixth person at some point. I don't know when we're supposed to see it, so it's very possible that they are the one you're talking about.
Perhaps. But why would they be stalking me?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of theories I have, but I don't know.
I guess we'll just wait and see.
Who would like to pick the door this time?
Petra would point out the stairs here.
Oh, I took Hayes' lantern. I didn't even see the stairs right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, let's take the stairs.
So those stairs would lead you up to a little a small stone room, essentially a almost 8 by 8 little stone room with a door. You can hear the storm outside of this door. It is clearly leading out onto the rooftop.
Wow.
As you all make your way up onto the roof, you do see the storm wall, almost like a true physical wall. These clouds encroaching in on the area, lightning flashing within them, and you almost feel like you can hear fanfare coming from inside of this storm wall. It seems like it's almost coming from the south, from the southwest maybe. And as you try to focus on the sound of fanfare is accentuated by thunderclaps. And each thunderclap also accompanied by a lightning flash. And to the southwest, you all can see these lightning flashes, and they seem to be illuminating some sort of it's like casting a massive shadow against the storm wall, against these clouds. This figure approaching could be 50, 60 feet tall, judging by the shape of the shadow, marching, almost strutting through these clouds, through the storm wall. Another lightning strike illuminates the figure once again, and you hear the fanfare. You can hear what sounds like the sounds of a stadium, distant, almost coming down a long tunnel, like along a hallway. And as you're watching this figure, out steps an individual, seeming to just emerge directly from the storm wall. Sam, Why don't you describe your character's physical appearance for us?
Sure. What you guys see is an elephant humanoid looking individual. He is wearing the immediately what you see first is he's wearing like you know those like what you call it snowboarder like glasses.
My
He-
God.
yep. So immediately you see him. He's wearing that. He has no shirt, but he's wearing a jacket on top, and then he is wearing a big red belt, tights, and boots. And he's just sort of strutting. And as he's approaching, he's looking more and more confused as he's looking around. Wait a minute! This isn't the usual place.
No fucking. No way. There's no way you went with a Macho Man impression for this elephant.
Who are you people? I was expected to fight a couple of people. Not you people, just a couple of other people. Where am I?
You all would see him down on the ground level. He would be right around here. I'll go ahead and drop a token down for you all. He would be right around down in this area. And you would be able to see this, and the fanfare and all the sound that was accompanying him would slowly be fading away. And the storm wall seems to be following him directly behind him. And then, right when it's about to bump right up behind him, you all hear what sounds like locks slamming into place all around through the storm wall. Storm wall stops moving, the clouds seeming to flow much, much slower, forming what looks like a vertical wall straight up into the sky that does not end.
With the distance in the storm, could we even hear him?
Yes, he's quite loud.
Okay.
Or you just hear him saying, "Hey, this wasn't a part of the deal. I was told to go against competitors, not to be on some roof on some building."
Oh yeah, Macho Man doesn't. I'm sorry. This is just a wrestling fan in me, man.
What the hell is that?
I do not know what the hell is going on.
Do I have dark vision? I don't think I do.
You don't. you would just see their lamp. That's all you would. That's the only light you would get. Let me see what you can see real quick.
Can I speak
Yeah,
in a
so
way-
you can see the lamp. So Sam, after you're calling out, you would see a young woman exit from the first floor of the house, and she would walk along a porch, and she'd walk over to you. She's like, "Oh, there you are." Petra mentioned that you would be coming. She mentioned a city, a massive city. Is that where you hail from?
Yes, of course. I'm from the magical place of Ravnica. You know, it's one of the better places I've been to. But it appears I'm not there anymore, yeah.
She says, "Oh no, you are most certainly not in Ravnica anymore. Well, if you'd like to follow me, I can introduce you to the rest of the people that are here already. If that makes 6 of you, as Petra predicted."
Oh, like in the dream of the... I do remember seeing this at one point. As he sort of just starts to like fiddle with the glasses and then just sort of like daze off into the sky.
All right. So Petra will lead you up to the rooftop, filling you in on what's been happening since then. And once
you
you
look kind of familiar.
I don't know if I recognize you.
this figure also
You
would have been
don't
in the dream.
recognize me. You don't recognize... How do you not recognize me? I am Elephant Man Sam.
At that point, you
No,
hear
get
from
out.
down the stairs Ez just, and then she runs back up the stairs. She's like, "I knew it! I knew it! I've seen you! I've seen you fight! Oh my god! I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to embarrass myself." And she just starts gushing all over the place. Ez has obviously heard of this person and seen him fight on Ravnica. She pulls out a piece of paper and hands it over to you with a pen.
Obviously, he signs it.
Oh my god.
To my #1 fan. I'll charge you later.
I'm gonna die.
I take it you were not the one who was hunting me in the forest.
I am hunting someone, but not you, unless you are competitors as myself.
It seems we've all been tied together by fate.
Yeah, I don't fight per se though.
Competing in what?
In fights, we fight in front of people, and you get the fans electrified. It's like a performance and a slaughter at the same time.
You shoot lightning bolts from your fingers, do you?
No.
How do you electrify the fans?
With your energy, with your charisma, with your soul.
This is gonna get. Oh my god! I can only imagine what's gonna happen down the line with this group.
I can't wait until this group meets Strahd. It's gonna be
I
something.
know.
That thing. That's your nose? Or
It's my nose. Have you ever never seen such a nose such as this? I am an elephant man, also known as Sam.
As he sort of like, waves the nose around.
I don't believe I've ever heard of an elephant or Ravnica, and I am more educated than most, so
Yeah, I don't know about a Ravnica either. I'll be honest. But I am very intrigued. I'm not gonna lie.
Is Ravnica to the east, near Karatur?
Never heard of it.
I think you know what we were discussing how people from different realms can be potentially pulled here. I think this is one of those cases.
Petra would indeed nod and say that her and Ez have actually been to Ravnica, she thinks for a moment, 3 times to investigate various paranormal occurrences there. She's been to the Abzadat Church once before.
the fact that you keep talking about traveling between planes like one would travel down the street to a general store is disturbing me a bit, Petra.
She says, well, stick around with us long enough and you might end up somewhere else. She points towards the mist and she says, those of us that know how to traverse that properly can get just about anywhere.
I mean, he is not wrong. A lot of people can travel between the mist pretty easily. You'd be surprised, the lengths people would go to.
Surprised would be an appropriate term, yes.
If it's as easy as you say, Aurelia, perhaps Petra and her friend can take us home when we're done here.
She looks around and she says, well, there is something. You all heard that sound, right? Notice the change in storm walls. It does appear that whatever Dark Lord controls this place has sealed their borders. Makes it a little bit more difficult to leave when we wish to, unfortunately.
Well, I'd already assumed we were trapped, so...
Do you think the Chimney Witch is the Dark Lord?
No. Whatever haunts this place is definitely not a being of a cosmic level.
You have to be pretty. Actually, wait. Do I know the history as a Vistana of the Dark Lords in certain realms, or do I have to make a?
Are you proficient in history?
No.
Okay, so you can make a history check.
Okay.
Okay, you would be vaguely aware. As the Vistana, you would have most certainly heard of the Dark Lord of Barovia. You would be aware of his existence, although more just like boogeyman tales and things like that. Through that general knowledge, it's safe to assume that you would know that these domains have Dark Lords, but aside from that, not much more knowledge.
I know a little bit about the Dark Lords of the domains, but I don't exactly know who rules this one.
You could just see Sam just utter confusion as everything just going over his head.
Well,
Well, seems
ahead.
our fates are tied together. Join us on our quest. We are looking for a stone, chimney stone.
Well, if they can get me out of here as soon as possible, then I guess that's the best course of action.
You did say you like to fight, right?
Oh yeah, I love to fight. I love a good slaughter.
Well, good. There'll be plenty of that.
Petra
Well,
takes a
yeah,
few steps away.
you will definitely be helpful in battle. So
Speaking of which, I'd like to look around for the switch stone.
same.
So, as described by Theodora earlier, there is a chimney that juts up from a weird angle of the house. It's about 30 feet east of the northeast corner of the Widow's Watch, of the Widow's Walk. You can all
So-
see, looking out over this area, the roof is slick with moss. It appears rather treacherous.
All right. I'm a decent climber. I'll head out and take a look. But unless somebody has a different suggestion.
I mean, I don't have a better one.
Um,
All right. I'll hop over the railing, digging in with my claws as I do so.
Do you have any sort of mechanical advantage to climbing? Do you have a climb speed?
I do have a climb speed.
Fantastic. Okay. You can make a athletics check at advantage as you move across the rooftop.
I will need advantage. Okay.
Veronis, as you make it about halfway out to that chimney, you do lose your footing, slipping, your claws dragging across the ground. I will let you make a dexterity saving throw since you do have a climb speed. Fantastic.
Hey.
You see Veronis slip, his belly just slap onto the rooftop, and you begin sliding down, almost falling off, but managing to grab onto the ledge and pull himself back up at the last minute.
I could use a rope there.
yeah, I'll toss him a rope that I have.
Okay. Veronis, on your slide down the rooftop, you did manage to see a small ledge protruding from the northern end of that chimney.
On my hands and knees, did I get a rope?
Yes, and now that you have a rope of some kind of assistance, you can go ahead and get over there without having to make any more checks.
Okay. I'll be very careful and crawl over to the chimney.
Okay.
Now look on the ledge.
There is a candle there.
Is it lit?
It is not.
There's a candle here, but it's not lit. Weren't these supposed to be lit? Actually, should I know that? I'm generally familiar with these things, right?
Yes, so you would know that it is a superstition. It is a superstition that you would light a candle there to draw witches in so that they would rest in this chimney instead of going into your home.
I don't have any way of lighting a fire, unfortunately.
Well, what do you mean?
Do you have an explorer's kit for Honest, or what kind of pack does your character have?
Oh, I do have a tinderbox, actually.
There you go. All
And,
those little
we-
tools. I wish there was more opportunities to use all that stuff. I guess it's just up to me to introduce opportunities to use those things. Huh?
So because it is, it's still raining, I assume.
Yes, it is.
So I'll dip the wick in a little bit of oil, and then go to work with my tinderbox.
So the flame does light, and although raindrops fall towards it, they seem to evaporate just before they hit the flame, seeming to be of more of a supernatural origin than anything else. Veronis, as you light that, a gust of wind comes up from the chimney to your right. You hear clattering as if something was climbing feverishly through a tunnel upwards through that chimney. You hear nails on stone. What do you do?
Oh, I just shout that, and I get my crossbow ready.
Okay. Can somebody please roll a d6 for me?
Who wants to do it?
Let's give Veronis the honors.
Oh, cool.
Rising up and out of the ceiling, you all see what looks at first like a charred corpse. But she's moving directly through the rooftop. As you look down, you can seem to remember one of the chimneys being there. She moves up through the floor, her hair in just little wisps, almost like smoke falling away from her. Her gown white and burnt, tatters. She looks towards all of you and screams as she dives towards you. And we... Oh, what the fuck? I rolled 20s. No! Bad timing. She screams and dives towards you all. And we are going to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Yeah, baby. Does this individual
Wow.
bear resemblance to the thing that I shot in the chimney?
Very much so.
Does it still have a crossbow bolt sticking out of its side?
As an incorporeal being, it does not. What is... My roll 20 is acting up right now, everybody. Give me just a moment, please.
Seems like round 3 has a turn.
Yeah.
Round 3.
2 natural ones.
So the doggo is just wanting to play too. Bork.
Can I show you? There it is. Yay.
Oh, what the?
Oh god, that's
I love it.
hideous.
What?
Oh, gross.
It's like if, it reminds me of Carrie, except she got burned too.
Oof. As if that girl didn't have it had bad enough already.
Yeah.
Oh, some of you can't even see her yet. Nice.
No.
Okay. And...
I gotta read a spell anyway.
Sorry, everyone. My roll 20 is acting really weird right now. I'm going to go ahead and restart. Just bear with me for just a moment, please. I literally have the Jeopardy waiting theme song. I would put that on if my roll 20 was not acting up so badly.
For the Monty Python waiting song.
Oh my god, you did not put in the Monty Python and the Holy Grail intermission in Discord. Oh my god.
Nice.
Somebody, Clever than B once pointed out, the song itself sounds drunk.
I can hear it too.
Okay, here we go. Looks like we're good. Bolivar.
All right, I still can't see this thing, right?
She screamed, so you would generally be able to hear her. She is over here. So if you make ranged attacks, it will be at disadvantage until she moves into range or you move closer.
Okay. Well, I guess we know it's hostile, so I can make an attack. Yeah. I'll try to chill touch. Sorry, trying to get used to the app here.
Get Petra in there.
How can I use chill touch using the app? That is not working. So I will just roll it from the website. Sorry. So here a second. I'm going to try and chill touch her.
Okay. That's certainly a hit, yeah.
Nice. All right. So that's
Oop,
for
that was
two
for 6.
necrotic. 2 necrotic damage.
Where is
Bolivar.
Yuri? I want to attack her.
You cannot see her to know the effects or non-effects that this has had on her.
Sure. And I will step down on a lower step here and crouch down. I will move Itere to ooh. Yeah, we'll move Titere right there and just have him just sit there. And that's my turn.
Really? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, because I know I generally can like hear her, but I'm gonna ready an action to vicious mockery her once she's like within like lantern range of me seeing her. So I'm gonna end my turn ready that.
Okay. Petra is also going to ready her portent to make damn sure whatever is coming fails. Okay. Alright, so it slowly begins to drift towards you all, coming into more of a clear view.
Oh no, it's only 1 damage.
Okay, so your held action goes off as soon as it comes into view. Petra is going to automatically replace whatever saving throw result she gets with a 1.
You ugly, ugly woman! No, back away!
Okay. And it is going to move towards Petra.
I believe
Rich.
we will have disadvantage thanks to vicious mockery.
Okay, is that disadvantage on an attack roll, or is it a minus from something?
Let me see. I think it's a minus. Yeah, disadvantage in the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Nice. Okay, so at disadvantage, it is going to reach out towards Petra. And miss with an 8. That is going to bring us to Petra's turn, and she is going to disengage and make like Bolivar and get into that stairwell. Ronus.
Time to finish what I started. This roof is still pretty slippery, huh?
Yeah. Sam still has a rope for you, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll just make it difficult
Hold on
terrain.
to it with the trunk.
That's right. Your trunk can do things.
Your trunk can do things, yeah.
Also has a 5-foot reach.
Do I have a clear shot on the chimney witch from here? Do I need to ascend?
You would need to ascend it, I would say, at least 10 feet to get a good shot at her.
Okay. Carefully using the rope to support myself. I'll kind of hang back on it a bit to stabilize and fire my crossbow.
Okay.
Not like that. I'm gonna use my special inspiration.
Okay. The bolt passes through her. You can see it slow slightly as it passes through her form, but it does not stick. What roll
Does it
damage?
make a difference that I have a magical crossbow?
Oh, yes, it does. I stand corrected. It slams into her chest and protrudes like any other crossbow bolt would. You have a magical crossbow already? Jeez. Oh, it's right. You're an artificer.
repeating weapon.
Yeah, nice. All right, that's gonna come in very helpful. All right, she shrieks, Veronis. Turns her attention towards you.
I don't have a bonus action yet, so that is my turn.
Elephant Man Sam.
Trying to figure out. Fuck it. So, bear with me. There's gonna be a lot of summoning here.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
So.
Oh, Ty, I forgot to mention it before, but sometime after this session, send me a list of all the most likely things you are to summon, just so I can have them ready.
Gotcha. I'm gonna use a spirit totem. So you see Sam, he sort of just like does a bunch of like poses.
And then he's gonna summon one of the most majestic creatures in the planet, a hawk spirit.
So as a bonus action, I'm summoning a hawk spirit, so that everyone's in the AoE.
Nice.
And I think
Nice.
bonus action?
Very cool. I actually don't believe I've played with a shepherd druid before. This is gonna be fun. Good stuff. Okay, so let me see. What's the AoE?
The spirit creates an aura of 30 feet radius.
30-foot radius. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what, 8 squares?
And as you guys see the hawk spirit come up, it does wear the same exact glasses that Sam is wearing.
Okay, so that would be a 12 by 12. So that is Sam's aura. That's a little malicious looking. I'll get a different one.
I mean, Ravenloft does have a way of making everything malicious, so.
Okay, anything else from Sam?
And I guess from here I'm going to Thorn Whip here.
Okay, nice.
So 22 to hit. Doing the correct thing.
All right, Sam. There is your aura. Okay, 22 certainly hits. Wraps around her burnt body. Aurelia and Sam, you can almost hear the cracking of her flesh as the whip wraps around her.
And she does get pulled 10 feet close to me.
Okay.
And that should be my turn.
Right, Sam, as she gets right up in your face, you can see straight through her. You can see Titare, the little bat behind her. You can see the railing, but you can, even though you can see through her, you can almost smell the acrid odor of burnt clothing and person.
I have a really sensitive chunk, so that's gonna be intensified.
Right, Bolivar.
Alright, I hope this works. I'm not sure that it will, but I'm gonna step out and bring out the doll that I found act with it, so it'll do its little thing that it looks or whatever towards this. And while I do that, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter to make this creature laugh. So hopefully it works on it. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And DC is 13.
I need to take a look at Tasha's real quick.
Wisdom saving throw. If she fails, knocked prone and
Incapacitated.
yeah, incapacitated, and at the end of each of her turns, can make the wisdom saving throw again to
Okay.
come out of the incapacitated state.
It doesn't say undead aren't affected, only if their intelligence is
Yeah, and her intelligence is
four.
definitely above that.
Cool. So I will say, look upon the performance of this creature. Let the shadow entice you.
Okay.
And the doll's just gonna keep looking at it. Hopefully she starts laughing.
Petra's gonna stick her head out and yell, "Yeah!" and use one of her telling portraits to make sure she gets a 4 on that saving throw.
Ooh, damn. Very nice. I will move back down, and Tita will move in and use the help action. Sorry, move in here and use the help action.
All right. She can't be prone as she is incorporeal. However, she does begin to float onto her back, cackling madly and wildly. She's incapacitated.
All right.
Okay.
So Tita will use the help action on. I forget. Do I have to declare who I'm on?
I think you do.
All right. So I'll help Sam, and that's my turn.
Okay, Aurelia.
Okay. Well, new friends. Let's see how you do on the battlefield. And I lay a hand on Sam, and I cast Heroism.
Oh.
And you're gonna get 3 temporary hit points each turn, just so you know. I'm gonna go back to my corner, knowing that she's incapacitated, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay. At the end of her turn, she will repeat her save. Wisdom, right?
Yeah, wisdom.
She gets a 16.
Darn. Okay.
Okay, so she
Oh.
ceases laughing and then looks up, looks around, and then throws her head back and just howls up into the sky with rage. That does bring us to Petra's turn.
I mean, that's a worse spell slot, though.
Most definitely. She skipped a turn.
Definitely.
Like, she could do some serious damage. Alright. Okay. Yeah. If, by the way, if anyone wants to control Petra, she is a divination wizard. I have pared down her stat block so that she is more of an NPC than a PC, but she is very heavily based off of a divination wizard. If anyone wants to run her, feel free. She's very support-oriented. All of her major damaging things are cantrips. But for now, she is going to stick her face out and cast Ray of Frost.
Does she have all of her spell slots, or does she have no spell slots right now?
She has all of her spell slots currently. She
Okay.
doesn't really work with spell slots though. If you look at her spell casting ability, oh, you know what? I forgot to add that in. Damn. So yeah, we'll just use her spell slots for now. But yeah, she does have all of her current spell slots.
Okay.
The new
I just-
Mordenkainen set it up instead of spell slots. They have like 3 a day casting of this, 4 a day casting of this, but it doesn't look like I set it up that way. So we'll just use her spell slots.
That's fair.
Did you want to continue controlling her, Aurelia? Because you most certainly can.
No, I was just wondering. I wasn't like planning on like controlling her or anything, but
Got it. Okay, she's gonna Ray of Frost. 13 just hits for 6 cold damage. Veronis.
She has silvery barbs, but she didn't prepare it. What kind of wizard is she?
true.
It's not prepared.
think I'm just gonna keep. Is Elephant Man in the way?
No, you all can shoot past each other just fine.
Okay, then I'm gonna keep shooting.
I'm gonna
12
use
does
my
not hit.
I'm gonna use my reaction from the Hawk Spirit to give him advantage on that.
Fantastic. 15 hits.
Nicely done.
Lots of support here. I like it. Okay, for 4 piercing.
Some bad damage rolls though.
Yeah.
Level 2, yay.
That's it.
All right, Sam.
All right. Unfortunately, I didn't get Shillelagh, so let's start whacking this thing with a quarterstaff.
14 hits.
3 bludgeoning.
3 bludgeoning, rounded down to 1 as your staff passes directly through her, only slowing slightly as it passes through her form.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, Bolivar.
All right. I will just step back up and try to chill touch her. Oh, I can chill touch from here. That's right. That's an 8.
8 does not hit.
Yeah. All right. I will step back, and Títere will use the help action again for Sam.
Okay. Aurelia.
That's my turn.
Alright, I am gonna move to the other corner of the top, and I'm gonna vicious mockery her again. I'm gonna be like, "You ugly, ugly ghost! Get away from my friends!" So a 13 wisdom save.
13 wisdom save. Result is a 12. Damn. She goes laughing again. Jeez.
Hey, it's just vicious mock. So
Oh,
disadvantage.
right. I
or-
was, yep.
yeah,
disadvantage on next attack.
disadvantage. Yeah. And that's gonna be my turn.
Not Tasha's hideous laughter.
Nope.
I know what
actually
I'm
don't
doing.
have
I swear.
toxins.
Okay. All right. Brings us here, and she is going to reach out and try to grab onto Sam's shoulder. Disadvantage.
Hey, no autographs.
It's only a 12 at disadvantage.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay. Brings us back to Petra. It's just going to be another Ray of Frost. She's going to pop her head out. And miss.
I'm gonna have her hit that with
Okay.
advantage.
7 cold. Back down. Uranus.
Yep, I'm just gonna lose it.
Nice. That's a hit. 7. Good stuff.
You know what? I am going to try to scurry along the roof, hanging onto the rope,
Okay.
and just kind of get back up over here.
Okay, the roof is difficult terrain.
Oh, what was that here?
Yeah.
And 20, 30.
That'll do it.
That's my turn.
All right, Sam.
12 will miss.
12 does miss.
So.
Who was Hitori giving advantage to?
Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
15 hits.
14 hits. 6 bludgeoning.
Nice,
Excellent.
nice. Okay. She is starting to lose her form. You can see bits and pieces of her seeming to drift away like they were rising up in smoke. She is most definitely hurt. Anything else from Sam?
No, that's my turn.
Bolivar.
All right, we'll try to chill touch her again. We'll step up.
Bolivar,
Okay.
you see the necrotic energy wash over her and have no effect.
Oh, okay. I figured it might not, but I haven't been hitting.
Right.
All right. Damnations. This thing is from the dark. I'm gonna go hide, and I'll use help action again for Sam.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Aurelia.
Alright, I'm gonna do vicious mockery one more time. I'm gonna be like, "You ugly, ugly thing! Get out of here! Get away!"
Just get an 8. Takes 2 points of psychic and disadvantage on her attack roll.
And then I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to Veronis. I'm gonna be like, "You shoot the thing down!" And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. She's going to continue what she's been doing, and she's going to try to reach out and grab a hold of Sam. It is a very good thing that she has disadvantage, because it was a crit and a 12.
Oh, that would have been really bad.
Yeah. Okay. To Petra. Step here in front of Bolivar and take a look around. I'm so bad with spellcasters. I literally spent like a good half an hour just looking over all of these spells that I chose for her, making sure that I knew what they did, and now it's time to actually use them. I'm like, what do these do again? I have no fucking idea. Ray of Frost. Hey.
Oh wow.
It's
Okay, so you see Petra come up behind Veronis, kind of put her hand on his shoulder, and one other hand outstretched over the top of him, and you see this ray of cold energy blast out towards the Chimney Witch and strike her squarely in the chest, and she vanishes.
Veronis, you will still have bardic inspiration for another 10 minutes, by the way.
I'll keep it in mind.
Seems we've done away with the witch. Francis, did you find the stone?
No, I didn't find a stone, just the candle. Seems to have drawn her out, but I doubt she's gone.
Veronis, that chimney itself is what is known as a witch stone.
Oh,
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 were we supposed to recover it?
I don't know, but that was the ugliest witch I have ever seen.
You see, Sam is just kind of like looking at where the ghost was, and it's like,
Have you guys been dealing with the spookies the entire time?
You have no idea.
it's kind of my profession.
Petra sticks right out. Same.
This'll be interesting.
We're about to deal with the spookies yet again. I believe we're supposed to out for another spirit and let them know that we've dealt with this witch.
Petra, the candle is lit, but is there anything we can do about the witch stone itself?
She thinks back to the seance and she says, Lady Halvrest only said to seek out the witch stone when we asked about dealing with the chimney witch. She didn't really give us any instructions on what to do with it.
I forget out of character. Was Halvrist the same one who... the chimney witch?
Theodora Halvrist was the spirit that you all initially saw for the first time in the conservatory in the garden area. Bolivar, you hadn't been there yet, but she is the spirit that you contacted during the seance, Lady Theodora Halvrist.
Okay. But she's the same person who said the stone and the witch.
Correct.
Said
The
both.
line of
Okay.
questioning that led you up here was you were asking about the chimney witch. She told you that it is one of many spirits that haunts this house, and then you asked how to deal with the chimney witch, in which case Theodora said to seek out the witch stone.
Hmm. Okay, I was thinking it might have been a trap, but I guess not.
You said this chimney is sticking out at an awkward angle?
It's just in a weird spot. Judging by where everything else was in the house, it doesn't seem like the chimney connects to any sort of any other part of the house, any of the fireplaces. It's just in a weird spot.
Um, I'm going to. My eyes will go to the back of my head and look through Titere's vision, echolocation. I'm going to say, perhaps I can have Titere investigate.
Maybe poorly for teacher.
He'll be okay. As I said, he's a being of the shadow. He can always return. Titere will go down the chimney if he fits.
So, the chimney itself is not a functional chimney. It is made to look like one in many ways, but it does not function properly as a chimney. It's just a stone shaft that goes down about 10 feet straight down and then terminates. However, at the bottom of this chimney, there is a small sack.
Okay, if it's small enough for a bat to pick up, Titere will pick it up and fly back up.
Roll a D100.
Okay.
That's like 100 possibilities.
7.
You hear some gentle clinking and clacking inside of the bag as Titere brings it back up. Inside are 2 potions of healing.
Ooh, very nice. Very much needed. It seems this chimney is a facade.
Or it's some kind of magical anchor. Maybe we can topple it.
Perhaps seal it off.
I mean,
Uh,
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, as Titiri comes back, I wanna. Titiri is, but it's a bat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go to Titiri and just say,
So you work for that guy?
so I'm using speech of the woods.
Oh my god. That's incredible.
Say, do not be fooled. Titere is no animal. Being a gift from the shadows.
Oh yeah, it's not a beast.
It's a very strange place.
Now I just have to run a Ravnica campaign, just like a 1 or 2 shot, just to get Elephant Man Sam into the ring.
I would force
I would
time
pay
in
to
my
see that.
schedule to play a Ravnica campaign.
Absolutely.
I've always wanted to play a Ravnica campaign.
Oh my god, imagine. Oh my god, the one shot where it's just the combat is against Elephant Man Sam, and whoever can out wrestle Sam gets like a trophy or something.
Mr. Elephant Man, you're pretty strong, it appears.
Looks can be deceiving.
Oh, well, I was going to ask you if you could maybe push that chimney off the roof.
Oh shit! I got a +0 to strength.
Druids.
I mean, that's better than me.
Oh no, we don't have Yoru, so everybody here's weak as crap.
I think your Ruha is our strength character.
Is there an? What can I turn into that's strong enough?
Oh wow, your Ruha is not. She's average, above average, but yeah, we don't have anybody with a strength above 15.
Is she a Dexidin?
So she's balanced between charisma, con, and strength. Charisma being the high one.
Huh.
However, I feel like Petra would advise you all that as they're starting to learn more about this house, that damaging it could potentially. She would word it very carefully. She would say that damaging the house could potentially anger it. She doesn't know what that
So-
might do.
Not only do we have angry spirits, we potentially have an angry house on our hands.
Indeed, the very fabric of the building is haunted.
Hmm.
What we can do about that is difficult to say, if anything.
It would serve no purpose, it seems, other than hinder us, and perhaps antagonize us, damaging it from the sounds of what Petra's saying would not actually benefit us or harm the house in any way.
And you all remember when Hayes pulled up a floorboard, the house did bleed.
Oh, yeah.
Bolivar, you
That
weren't
was
here
a-
for that. That was
That
the
was
first session.
definite.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should go and commune with this spirit to send us up here. Now that we've performed its task, perhaps it'll inform us of the way out.
True.
It would take some time to prepare another seance, would it not, Petra?
Petra nodded and said that it would be about, judging by how long you all have spent so far, probably another 10 to 18 hours until they can perform another one. That's a long stretch. We'll say 15 to 18 hours until she can perform another one.
Given the things I do know about spirits and the like, do I get the impression that this witch has been taken care of or just temporarily disrupted?
Make an Arcana check.
Can I try and sniff out that same smell that I got from and see if I can sniff it out anywhere else near here?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check at advantage.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Okay.
Wow.
So between the two of you, you feel extremely confident that you have done away with this spirit. You have at least destroyed it in a way that it will not be bothering you anytime soon. So Elephant Man Sam, you definitely don't smell it anymore. It is definitely gone. The acrid odor is completely dissipated. You do not smell it. It does not appear that it will be coming back anytime in the near future. Veronis, with your 25 in Arcana, your research into the subject would let you know that while you have destroyed its manifestation, if it is in fact bound to the house, there's no way to destroy it permanently. But you do get the sense that you have quite a bit of time, if not multiple days, before it comes back.
Indeed. The spirit is not gone permanently, but we do have some time. Perhaps even time for another seance if we want to do such a thing. Frankly, I'm not sure how to proceed from here. I'd like to get into the tower again, but
I mean, weren't you struggling to even get up a flight of stairs in a tower? Why do we have to go back in there?
actually, that gives me a thought. Can I see the tower from where I am on the roof?
Yeah, it's back here.
Does there appear to be any kind of a window, a parapet?
If you were to approach and inspect it, you would see that there is no exterior entrances. Solid stone from out here.
Hmm.
Well, perhaps a little bit of destruction wouldn't be too terrible.
Destroying the house? Remember what Petra said. If we do that, we risk angering the house. And we've seen what happens.
I mean, there was a lot of blood the last time we picked up. Well, we did something to the house. I doubt, things would get very pretty if we destroyed it.
But let's think rationally. If we do manage to kill it or hurt it enough to kill it, what would happen? We cannot leave the house. If it collapses onto itself, we'll be trapped inside forever, like the spirits.
Exactly.
There is no guarantee that hurting it will allow it to, or we'll have it allow us to leave.
And trust me, I don't want my spirit, being bound to a house like this. Like, it does not sound like a fun experience.
Indeed. My vote is we wait for the seance. We do not anger the house unnecessarily and see what they say. The spirit might have another way for us to escape.
I mean, we also did. I don't believe we fully explored the floor just below us, so we could just explore a little bit and then do the seance. So
Yes, while we wait the 17 hours for the seance, perhaps exploration will satiate our boredom. But I think violence against the house is probably unwise.
I agree.
Well, I suppose a few more clues wouldn't hurt.
Okay, so heading down to the floor below you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna group you all up and teleport you.
But making sure Petra notifies the other girl to start the preparations for the seance.
All right, Ez is in fact down there,
Ez.
and with Hayes and Yoruha assisting her, we can expedite that a bit. So a little bit less time it'll take to do.
Perhaps Petra should also just go and assist them.
All right, she will go ahead and head down and do that.
Because I can't see in the dark, I'm gonna slowly walk behind the group, but use my ability to view through my familiar's eyes, so I can use echolocation.
Got it.
Oh, does Aurelia not have a magic lantern?
I did. It just didn't get pulled down to the floor.
Okay. Oh, I brought whatever was up there with us.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
there
is.
it is. I think I got it.
Okay, I won't do that then.
Honestly, I just forget about it most of the time because I have dark vision on my token.
Right.
I'm like, you guys can't see? What?
This is actually I think there's only one player with dark vision in this party. It's Varanus.
That is so rare.
Yeah, I know.
So rare. Actually, I'm running a Dragon Lords Odyssey of the Dragon Lords campaign.
Yeah.
And using the Theros extra rules or whatever. And almost everybody's human, so I guess that is another one that's
Nice.
kind of but it's so rare. Most of the time almost everybody has dark vision.
Reminds me of playing Flint where I was confused why everything was red.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, because that had infravision, right? In
Right, yep. In yeah.
Esper Genesis.
Yeah.
All right.
I like to tint people's dark vision when I have multiple layers of dark vision just so I can tell who can see what.
It's cool.
How about I tip my regular vision? It's for the glasses.
Oh.
Actually, isn't everything Elephant Man Sam sees tinted red because of the goggles?
It is exactly right. Oh, come on.
What is that?
It was supposed to be for the lantern. I just don't have a dark vision for it, unfortunately. Or at least vision at all with it.
Oh, weird. Okay. I see that. It got turned off somehow. I'll turn it on right now.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
my Roll20 servers have been acting up so badly lately.
The occasional lantern issue is not horrible, at least.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right, everybody. So, why don't we go ahead and take our break, and when we come back, you can continue the exploration of this house.
Makes sense.
All right.
All right, everybody. We'll be back in 10.
Alright, BRBO.
Bye. All right, so we are back after having dealt with the chimney witch, making your way back down into the house. What would y'all like to do?
I think we're ready to open this door. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Veronis, you would be the first one to see somebody sitting. Well, you would see what looks like a basic guest room. Except there are two beds in here, and the place looks rather lived in. Maybe servants' quarters. You would be the first one to see Veronis, a middle-aged woman, sitting on a trunk at the foot of one of the beds. She seems to be knitting something, a forlorn look in her eyes. She kind of looks down but past her knitting. As you're looking, as she's knitting, nothing seems to be happening, nothing changing. Almost as if she's locked into this pattern of constantly knitting for no gain as she looks past her work towards the floor in front of her. You can see the bed through her.
There's something here. I'll have my crossbow in front of me, like I usually do, as I sort of strafe into the room.
Veronis, now that you are further into the room, you see another individual. He's sitting on the edge of his bed. He has his hands clasped in front of him and he's just staring down at the ground. You can see him muttering to himself, but you can't quite hear if he's making any actual sound. Short of stature, possibly a halfling.
How old do these individuals look?
The halfling appears to be of the younger age for his particular for his race. The woman, human of middling age.
Maybe one of the maids and her child. No, not her child. That wouldn't make any sense. But a young halfling.
Interesting. You know, I recommend you don't shoot on sight, Veronis.
I didn't.
Well,
Would you like to go say hello?
I mean, I mean, as long as you're not gonna, try and shoot me, sure. I'm gonna slowly walk up through the room.
The woman is still staring blankly down past her, knitting to the floor. The man still sitting in his chair, sitting on his bed, his hands clasped in front of him, staring blankly ahead.
Well, hello?
The woman's head tilts slightly. Her head slowly looking up towards you. You're alive. And as she says that, the halfling also begins to look up towards you.
Really, don't go near them.
You. The woman, her hands fall to her side, the knitting implements falling away. You live. Aurelia, make an insight check.
Oh, God. Alright. Inside.
Aurelia, you see jealousy, hunger, growing steadily into a rage on her face. What is it like to live?
I mean,
I've forgotten.
there is no need to be angry.
She glitches, seemingly stuttering in movement, and she's suddenly directly in front of you. All I know is anger. What is it like to breathe? And she reaches towards you, Aurelia. What do you do?
Okay. It's
Back
okay.
away slowly.
We don't need to fight. We don't need to grab hands. It is just, I can tell you, but you cannot touch me.
Her eyes steady. Make a persuasion check, Aurelia. Victoro, come. She will tell us what it is to be alive. The young halfling sits up off of his bed and strides towards you, seeming to move several feet at once as if he's just sliding through the air in front of you.
You
Tell
see,
us.
I get it. I guess, being unliving, I guess you can kind of be amazed that I'm alive, but it's like a candle in the wind, There is only so much, that I can believe in being alive. Eventually, I know this state of me is gonna go away, but,
Too
I'm gonna
soon. It will go from you too soon as it did us.
What happened to you?
You can see that rage building up in her again. The walls. He put us in the walls. The halfling covers his eyes, begins rocking back and forth with his spectral hands covering his face. Begins wailing, the walls, the walls.
What do you mean, the walls? You were put in the walls, or?
They both begin screaming. You see them look up, and you can see bricks forming up in front of them, as if somebody was bricking them into a wall.
I'm gonna run in. Did the play we saw, where we were asked about our choose our loyalty, didn't they say something that if we were traitors, they would bury us in the walls with the house?
The woman bursts through her own wall in front of her. We are no traitors. We simply lived here. Hundreds of years had passed and he came for us.
Who is he? Who came?
They both stop. They drift up off the floor, now hovering a good 6 to 7 inches off the floor, their feet pointed downward. Danzor. We're gonna roll initiative, everybody.
Okay.
Way up.
That's a natural one.
This is why you shoot everything.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad I rolled a 20 on my persuasion, so...
Yeah, the 20 is what lets you tell the story, but it didn't really, I was waiting for a good opportunity to let you roll a performance check while telling the story, but the conversation left that pretty quickly. So here we are.
I was about 80% sure Aurelia was going to get possessed.
Oh, no.
Their hair
still
flies up. Their faces locked in screams. You can see bricks falling around them. Here we go.
make sure to click your tokens, by the way, when you're rolling initiative, too.
Roll the exact same. I always use loaded d20s.
Okay.
Mm,
Digital loaded d20s. We call that hacking. All right. Okay, is
Bro,
everybody's
why are you
initiative
hacking?
correct?
Yes.
I had rolled a 14 initially. I don't know if that's.
Okay. You can change it yourself. Just go ahead and click on your number and you can change it.
Oh.
With great power.
Nice.
Okay.
Who wants to go to level 5?
All right. Veronis, you see their faces lock into these infinite screams and they begin drifting towards you all. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna let a bolt loose at the one in front of me. It's like what Varanus does. Oh, that's 12 though.
Okay. A 12 just hits.
Cool.
4 piercing. For 4 magical piercing. All right.
As the bolt sinks through its chest, I'm gonna reach out and touch Aurelia's, well, I guess hip, because she's a lot taller than me, and cast Sanctuary.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice. Good call.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Bolivar.
Okay, I will try to chill touch. Hopefully they're not immune, but they probably are. So I'll do the one on my right. Uh, 24 to hit.
24 certainly hits.
5 necrotic damage. And it can't regenerate if it regenerates.
Bolivar,
And
it has no effect.
okay, fair enough. I will step behind the wall, and then I'll have Títere come and use a help action on. I guess I can't because no one's within 5 feet. This thing's in my way. So I will just actually have Títere hang out right next to Aurelia, and that's my turn.
Okay. Sam.
Just checking if wild shape is an action or a bonus. I think it's an action, right?
I think Moon Druid gets to do it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Sad. Well, okay. I'm gonna burn a wild shape here. And turn into a wolf.
Nice. Wolf.
Does the wolf still have an elephant's trunk?
It does not, but it does have the glasses and the bandana.
You know, Wild Shape does say
The
that you inherit
glasses and
traits from your
bandana.
race.
It inherits the traits from the race.
There's a clause about that for certain racial abilities, so I just think it'd be funny if the wolf had a trunk.
Oh wait, then that changes a few things with AC when it comes to wild shape, and I have to consider
Yeah.
for next time.
Okay, bringing in a wolf.
Because I think the Loxodon's armor switches over to wild shape, or at least its natural armor.
To be fair, Wild Shape is one of the most poorly written rules in the original set.
Oh
so
yeah, I remember playing a Moon Druid for almost a year, and Jesus, the amount of times we had to debate abilities.
All right, Sam. There is your wolf. Anything else?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna run up over here and that's pretty much all I could do right now. Don't have any bonus actions. So I'm gonna just chill here.
Okay. Aurelia, the woman reaches out towards you and she shouts, "To live! Tell us! Show us!" And she is going to drift towards you, Aurelia. And she is going to reach out, and she will make that wisdom save for Sanctuary. Wisdom save result is only a 2.
Nice.
She is going to target Elephant Man Sam Wolf instead, since she has to choose a new target.
Yep.
Sam, oof, that is an 18 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 10 necrotic, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fun. Con. So let's just con check. 9.
Your hit point maximum as a wolf is lowered by 10.
So 1.
Holy cannolis.
Okay. Aurelia.
Okay. Thank God I prepared this spell, cause holy shit. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave in a way to only target the 2 enemies in front of me. They have to make a DC 13 Constitution save.
Nice. Nice.
It's like the picture of Aurelia going for the diplomatic option and then exploding the room in front of her.
DC 13 for 14 thunder. Half on
If
save?
they fail, con save, yes.
Is it half on save?
I believe so, yes.
They both succeed, unfortunately.
All right, they both take 7 and are pushed back.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. The halfling spirit drifts towards you as well, Aurelia, reaching out a hand towards you, also pleading to know what it's like to live.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. It gets a 4. Its only
So
other good target is Titre. Titre gets wrecked, unfortunately. Boulevard is a 21 to hit for 15 necrotic.
Okay, yeah. It let me double check. Yep, that kills him.
Alright. Veronis.
Actually, it wouldn't have had to made that save because she used an attack spell.
Oh. Oh, right. As soon as it makes a hostile action, it goes away, right?
Yeah, it's if she makes a hostile action, not me.
Okay. Aurelia, you can bring Titre back. Boulevard, Aurelia, does a 21 hit?
Sorry, really.
That for me?
Yeah.
Yep.
15 necrotic. You should make a
Oh my
Constitution
God.
saving throw. Ooh, you succeed. Your hit point maximum is not reduced.
I'm not quite sure where I put him.
I'll bring him out.
I put him in the wrong place.
I think I have a folder for companions that he goes
There he
into.
is.
Yeah, there he is. I'll make another one for Wild Chase for you, Elephant Man.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Veronis.
The one hand, I want things to be dead. On the other hand, I have 2 extremely wounded people in front of me. Of course, one of them is a wild shape, so. I'm just gonna keep trying to deadify the one directly north of me.
Okay.
No.
Unfortunate.
I mean, do you still have Bardic Inspiration, technically?
If it was 10 minutes, it would have been less than 10 minutes
okay,
from now,
that's
but still
fair,
6. A nat 1's a nat 1. Nat
Yeah,
1's an
that's
auto miss. Okay. Boulevard.
Oh boy, this is not going well for us. I'm gonna step in and I will pull out the doll and make the doll laugh and see if the halfling laughs along with it. So I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter and
Oh, okay.
One slot left. Wisdom 13.
Halfling. Wisdom save result is a nat 1.
Nice. Okay, cool. It worked. Then I'll have Tita come and help the wolf if necessary, and that's my turn.
Incapacitated is like the hardest word to spell quickly. Okay. Sam.
I'm gonna drop wild shape.
Oh, you're dropping wild shape? Okay.
Yeah. That should be a bonus action just to drop it. Oops. And as an action, I want to cast Cure Wounds.
EMS.
Mm-hmm. So, 6 healing back.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, for you, sorry.
All right, cool. Thank you.
And I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay. The spectral woman. Her pleads becoming desperate. Desperate to know what it's like to be alive, filled with a jealous rage for those of you that are. Mixed feelings about Bolivar. She reaches out. We'll do a 50-50 for if she goes for Aurelia or Sam here. Aurelia, do you want the high or the low?
Low.
Okay, so you're 1, Sam's 2. Sam, it reaches out for you. It is only an 11 to hit you, Sam.
That'll miss.
Aurelia.
Okay. I am just gonna disengage, I think, out of the room. And on my way out, I'm gonna be like, well, hopefully this helps you. Good luck. And I'm gonna give Sam Bardic Inspiration and end my turn.
Okay. The Halfling Spectre approaches Bolivar.
Oh, is he...
Oh, no, he's incapacitated. You're right.
Yeah,
End of
well,
his turn, he's
yeah.
going to make a wisdom save. Thank you for reminding me. It is only an 11 on his wisdom save. He continues
Alright.
to laugh and
Sweet.
cackle.
Very nice. Sam, now's the time to prove yourself. All the boasting about your combats.
Uranus, you're up.
I'm going to shoot at the woman one.
Ten does not hit.
My rolls are not on tonight.
Yeah, they are not going great.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Bolivar.
Okay, I will be stepping up to the halfling that's on the ground and say, do you see what you got? Do you see? Pull out my quarterstaff and hit him with a quarterstaff. Advantage. He's on the ground.
You have advantage.
He is immune to prone, just so you know, but 14 still hits.
Oh, okay, cool. 5 bludgeoning.
Rounded down to 2.
And I'm going to move back and then step over here with Aurelia.
Does Tasha's end if he takes damage?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh, it does?
I thought it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Any damage
I
that
never
I-
cast that spell.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I will not step back. I will stay there.
Okay.
And then...
Any damage, that a person has to take while under Tasha's hideous laughter can make a wisdom save again.
Oh, can make
Oh,
a
it
wisdom
gets a
saving.
wisdom
Okay,
save.
here it comes.
That's good. That's actually not bad.
Gets a 5. He fails.
Nice, so I will step over here. Dude,
Yeah.
that spell's actually really good.
Yeah, Tasha's is
I've
great.
never used that spell.
Oh yeah.
Tasha's is real good.
Yeah. I will then have Titere help Sam. Come on, Sam. And that's my turn.
All right, Sam.
Would these be considered humanoid? No, right?
No, they are undead. They are specters of humanoids, and they continue to beg and plead to know what it's like to be alive.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stand right here in the middle. Be
As a performer from another land, I can tell you stories of what it's like to be alive. This electric energy I have, if you give me some time.
Make a performance check, Sam.
I am proficient in that.
Hey,
18.
let me tell you something about being alive, brother.
Sam, as you regale them with your story, they slowly sink down onto the ground until they are sitting in front of you cross-legged. You can almost see a tear forming in one of their eyes as you tell them the stories of your conquests in the arena, what it's like to live in Ravnica, various other things that you're telling them. The rage disappearing from their face, the bricks falling around them, slowly vanishing. Eventually, the woman nods, reaches out to the halfling. You see their faces and visages beginning to return to their normal spectral selves. The woman returns to the bed, as does the halfling. And we're going to drop out of initiative.
Excuse me, what?
Sometimes people just need to hear a little story.
Huh.
You know, to be
Interesting.
honest, I'm not bad at telling stories. It's just that I got freaked out when they started trying to grab my neck. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if it would have gone the same if I told them my story of dying and coming back.
Oh dear.
Wait,
I-
what?
I
Wait,
don't.
what?
You know, I don't think I want to hear that story. I'm not going to lie.
Yes. Probably best I don't tell it. Puppet show gone bad. How I lost my leg and my eye and my hand.
So you lost like half of your body.
Indeed. The shadow took me and made me its puppet. But again, a story for another day.
As for, I assume exiting the room, I'd just like to kind of very gingerly step over to this desk and see what's on it.
Okay. There is a few, like a notebook, a journal. There's a few little trinkets, odds and ends there. You can make a perception check. Okay. With a 14, you can see some holy symbols on the desk. Not really able to discern in your passing glance what they're holy symbols of, though.
And I try to take one of the notebooks as I'm leaving the room.
Make a sleight of hand check. You go for the notebook?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Sam, get ready to shut that door.
You do retrieve it, and it does not appear that they've noticed you.
Okay, and I'll round the corner and shut the door. I managed to get this off the desk.
How did you manage to get the notebook? Or wait, there was a notebook in there?
Yes, I can be subtle when I need to be.
What, do you know what even is in the notebook?
Well, no, that's what I'm about to take a look at. I'll open the notebook.
Okay. It appears. So it takes you a few minutes, but as a cursory glance, it is a personal journal. There's the first few pages of it go over her daily life working for the Hall of Rests. Her name was Agatha. The first few pages go over her general life, just her days in the house, her friendship with the halfling Victro, she called him, and it goes over just the day to day. And as time goes on, it starts to tell more and more of strange occurrences. People they don't recognize walking down the hallway. When they go to approach them, they're gone. Strange sounds coming from the tower. all culminating in the day that they began to hear what she calls the screaming. How long
The
are
house.
how long are you spending reading this right now?
Um, I'll just take that for the moment,
Okay.
and it seems the house was likely haunted even before the residents were killed, or, well, presumably were killed.
Interesting.
Likely, my suspicion would be because they built it on top of whatever ruins the tower was connected to.
Huh.
Would we
There were
lose?
also a number of holy symbols in there, I suspect, being used to protect against such hauntings.
I mean, do you know what the holy symbols looked like, or no?
I didn't get a good enough look.
There are the holy symbol is repeated a couple times in the journal.
Oh, but do I recognize it?
Make a religion check.
I'm gonna make one as well, just in case.
Sounds good. Okay. It is a very well-known god. So between your 12 and your 14, you are able to discern that it is the holy symbol of Ezra. It is a shield crossed with a sprig of belladonna, a type of plant. Let me see if I can find a good picture of that symbol for you.
It's a damn good thing the Vistani knew what Ezra was, man.
Don't belladonnas have to do with wolves? Something to do with that?
What do you mean, like in pop culture, or like in
Yeah,
D&D?
either one. Doesn't it like repel
Belladonnas
werewolves?
were associated with the werewolf starting in the
Werewolf.
1960s, I believe. Was it American Werewolf in London, or it was one of the movies in 1960s where belladonna started to become associated with it in pop culture, from what I know.
Got a lot more knowledge than I do about it.
I thought you were reading.
No, I just had I just kind of know some
Belladonnas
things.
were initially in pop culture in around the 1960s when the movie.
They're poisonous nightshades, which apparently they took in Renaissance Italy to make their eyes look bigger.
Yeah, that's actually also true. Hold on, let me look up belladonnas and werewolves while we're on it.
Interesting. Wow, this is a bit darker than I thought it was. Wow. Okay. I thought this was going to be like a happy protect me deity. It is in fact not.
Yeah, it's not. Ezra's not happy at all, man.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not familiar with Ezra. That's not a Forgotten Realms deity, is it?
Ezra is specifically a Ravenloft deity in association with mists.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. This might be a typo in the book then, because I gotta check something. Yeah, okay. Cool. Whatever. We'll just go with that then. It might be different for 5e maybe, because they're talking about a lot of protection magics and benevolence here coming from the god of Ezra, who, from everything that I'm seeing, is a neutral evil god of the abyss.
Yeah, I
Whoa.
think Ezra recently was updated to be a
Maybe
god.
a neutral god? Okay, so the alignment is true neutral.
This happens with real life gods more than you might think.
Yeah. I remember Ezra because I'm currently like writing up a Ravenloft campaign where she's specifically associated with the Raven Queen in 5e and the manipulation of mists, and so people would do shields and belladonnas in order to protect themselves from traveling from one domain of dread to another, essentially.
Okay, that makes sense. That also makes sense with the application here. Okay. All right. So yeah, it appears that Agatha was a devotee of Ezra.
So I recognize the symbol of Ezra, but it's specific to Ravenloft?
I mean, how do I describe? I mean, it's just weird.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. So, for our current purposes, the only thing that you really need to be aware of is that this handmaid was a devotee of a god that you do recognize. You know of her. You know of this god as a neutral god of magic, generally. But with a 12 and a 14, we'll say that that's all that you know for now as far as in character.
Yeah.
It's the symbol of a minor cult that I heard of at one point. A goddess Ezra supposedly protects against the darkness or something like that.
Yeah, I did hear some mentions of Ezra among the Vistani camp, but I don't know too much about her.
You're right. They were afraid of, it seems, supernatural entities. So, which came first, I suppose, is the question. It's probably why they put the witch light up on the chimney in the first place.
Yeah, maybe as some sort of protection of sorts.
Well, let's see if we can find any more notebooks. By the way, Aurelia, you took a beating back there. Are you going to make it?
I mean, I am standing up, I'm alive, so I think for now I'll be fine. I mean, our new friend here, Sam, helped me out, which I greatly appreciate, by the way.
All right, well, you don't want to die in this place.
Nope.
Sam, would you like to do the honors this time?
Of opening the doors. Don't mind if I do.
I'm gonna use the 5-foot reach to open the door from a distance.
Brunk slithering past Verana's.
Before I mean, this wouldn't be making any traps. So, plus Sam's an idiot, so I'm gonna just swing the door open or push it.
Which door? The south or the east?
Let's go this way. Let's go the east one.
Okay. Sam, as you open the door, you see a nursery. Lies in complete disarray, toy chests, bookshelves, chairs sized for children lying in splinters of colorful wood. Misshapen characters and bizarre stuffed animals smiling from hand-painted murals covering the walls.
I will run in and grab a couple of stuffed animals.
Oh dear.
Children.
I will make this happen.
You see, I don't think we want to disturb the spirits of the children.
I'm telling you, I can get the dolls to work this time.
Look, I understand you may or may not have an obsession with and stuffed animals. I don't know what you would call them, but I don't think touching them, carrying them around the house, is necessarily a good idea. Especially with that hook of a hand.
The other doll, do you not see how it helped? These will help.
I don't know. I mean, you just look. I'm gonna be real. You just look like a creepy little dude with a doll just trying to, cast spells through a puppet.
Listen, Bolivar.
Better they move than become lifeless lumps.
So Bolivar, there's a lot of them in piles throughout the place. Some
I'll
of them
get
are
2 of them.
shredded. Just grab 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if they're ugly and destroyed.
Got it. Roll 2d6s, please.
Separately or together?
Separately.
Five and 1.
Bolivar, you pick up a teddy bear. It is mostly intact. But as you pick it up, the head begins to rotate towards you.
Oh, just like the other doll. I'm going to look at Sam and say, don't try to speak to this one either. It's not alive.
The eyes begin to glow with a bright red.
It looks very much alive.
Bolivar, as you're watching, Sam might see this, but you certainly do not. From its bare, stuffed claws, razor-sharp, what look like kitchen knife blades begin to extend down from its hands.
Hey, Mr. Dead Dude, you might want to put that down.
Okay, I put it down.
It slashes at you
Okay.
before you can put it down, Bolivar.
Okay.
But it only gets a 7. The slash goes past you, and we're gonna roll initiative again.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, I can't even believe we're getting in a fight with a teddy bear. I can't even believe I rolled an 18 in this initiative. What happened?
Damn.
The fuck?
Killed it.
Oh my god.
Is it with kitchen knives?
Yeah, it looks like there's kitchen. It looks like it has kitchen knives for claws.
Oh my god, that reminds me of a certain Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. Let me see if I can find it. The Frightfur cards.
Oh, it got a 19 on its in it.
You
Okay.
saying it's time to duel?
No.
No.
Oh my god, these cards. Oh my god.
I used to play this deck and yeah.
Does
This
Element and Sam also play like Yu-Gi-Oh in tournaments and stuff?
I'm a competitor of all kinds.
Okay.
He feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh character in retrospect.
And we need to add Bolivar into the
Oh, yep.
initiative. Since
Oh,
we're on the
that's
team.
weird. I clicked my token in it.
Go ahead and roll it again and just adjust it manually.
That's really weird. Is there something I'm doing wrong?
I don't think so.
He's in now.
Yeah, because I re-rolled and that's weird.
Okay, I guess I'm first. I am gonna. I don't even want to burn a spell slot on this teddy bear. I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mug and be like, you have horrible, claws on your hands.
It flops around on the ground. You can hear the blades clinking as it tries to right itself after Bolivar tossed it. Saving throw result is a 19. Oof.
I mean, I really don't have too much to do or want to deal with this teddy bear anyway, so I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. That is going to bring it to its turn. It scampers up the rest of the way, and it does like a little ready position, its arms out to either side. It like lets out a little and then runs at Bolivar and Sam. It's going to slash once at Bolivar. Nice.
Good shot.
Ooh, Bolivar, 22 to hit.
That hits.
That is 8 slashing, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
8 slashing.
What?
Holy cannolis.
Get your knives for hands, dude. It's gonna hurt.
That's true.
Wisdom save, okay.
Can we call this creature the Teddy Bear?
The Teddy Bear. Nice.
19.
19 succeeds.
My God. This man and his teddy bear.
All right, the second slash is coming for Elephant Man Sam. Oh, geez, it's rolling real high. It is 20 to hit Sam, and it is a 6
Yeah, that
slashing.
hits.
6 slashing and a wisdom save, please.
Okay.
16 succeeds. It continues cackling. It jumps back a little bit. Its jaw opening up. You see row upon row of razor-sharp teeth inside of it. Bolivar, you're up.
This thing was poorly built. I'm gonna pull my quarterstaff two-handed and just start smashing it on top of its head.
Nice. CR is so confusing to me sometimes.
That is a 7 to hit.
7 does not hit.
Oh darn it! That's not good. I will have Dieter move here and help Sam.
Okay. Ronus.
I'm going to ready the crossbow.
10 does not hit. Oh, 11 does.
Does it? I can't. I'm out of inspiration.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had the I thought you had the advantage. It's Sam that does. Never mind.
Do I don't still have that bardic inspiration at this point.
How long does Bardic Inspiration last? Because she gave it to you when you were still in the room with the ghosts.
10 minutes.
You still have it.
Thought it was when we were coming down the stairs.
She gave it to you again as she was running past you. Oh, was that for Ronus or Sam that she gave it to in the ghost
I
room?
gave it to Sam.
Okay, never mind.
I got a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Oh, all right. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was as she was running away from the ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam,
I
you're
mean,
up.
did you want me to say it in Macho Man speak? And she's like, "Oh yeah, you have a hot inspiration, my guy."
I just like that you ran out of the room and said, "Good luck."
Pretty much.
Nice. Okay. We're on Sam.
I mean, all I can really do here is just quarterstaff this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just swing at it.
21 certainly hits, yeah.
2.
Nice.
And I'm gonna use bonus action to use healing word
Word.
on Bolivar.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
7 healing.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's a lot. Yeah, that's good.
You're a good man, Sam.
It's not your time to die again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I was a little hesitant when you first pitched this idea to me, but then I was like, these kind of campaigns always need some sort of comedic relief, and I usually do that as the DM, but now I don't have to because Sam's here.
It's less about the concept and more about how you sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's so good.
All right.
So good.
Aurelia, you're up.
That's my thing.
I'm gonna cast vicious mockery if I can speak my words, and be like, just die already, you ugly, ugly stuffed animal.
Okay.
God,
Comes
I just want to do a Macho Man impression. I'm so tempted.
Wisdom save result is a 2. He falls. He is prone. This is not an incorporeal being. He is
Sir,
prone
he just
and
has
incapacitated.
disadvantage on his attack. He is not prone.
Oh god damn it! I keep getting that mixed up with the.
Sir, I do not have Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay, so disadvantage on his next attack. Okay,
I mean, if he wants to go prone, that is his
right. I
choice.
keep hearing this. Like my brain keeps saying Tasha's, but in fact it is just vicious mockery.
I'm gonna end my turn not doing Tasha's hideous laughter.
All right. All right. Here comes the claws.
Tell me what you roll on the dice if you're gonna attack me before the.
Okay, this one was for Sam. It's a 14 to hit.
That misses.
This one is coming for Bolivar. It is a 16 to hit.
Okay, I will shield.
Okay.
My last spell slot.
Oh, disadvantage. Yeah, disadvantage. It would have been a 14 for Sam anyway, so it doesn't change anything.
My AC is 13, so I don't know if that still hits or not.
Oh yeah, no, it does not hit. So +5 to your AC gets you up to 18. It does not hit.
Okay, I bring up my quarterstaff and black shadowy magic deflects his blades.
Nice. Okay. Bolivar, you're up.
It is not built correctly. Quarterstaff. It's just gonna have to be two-handed. Oh, is he? He's not prone.
No, he's not prone. I am just dumb. 13 hits.
13 to hit. 4 bludgeoning.
Nice.
Ha! Right on the top of the head.
It just squishes down a little bit. When you bring your quarterstaff back up, the foam kind of reforms into its head.
Oh my god.
We're not gonna use this one, I promise. That's my turn. Oh,
Veronis.
help action.
Help action for Veronis or Sam?
For Sam.
Or Veronis. He needs it.
I think I have to be within 5. Oh no, yeah, 5 feet of his target, right?
Yeah.
You have to be within
Oh.
5 feet, but the person you're helping does not.
Got it. Okay.
All right,
Next
Veronis.
round.
Next time. Okay.
I'm a shoot.
13 hits. Ooh, nice. There it is. Max damage? Not even. Nice.
Almost.
Okay.
Between the eyes.
It sticks in there. His head shoots back a little bit. It's like if this creature was like alive with a bone structure, its neck would have snapped. It goes all the way back and like touches his back to the back of his head, and slowly rises up with a crossbow bolt between its red eyes.
Look, I made a unicorn. That's my turn.
Sam, you're up.
Quarterstaff. What I can really do right now. 21.
21 hits.
1.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Rayleigh, we're back to you.
I'm gonna save my, yeah, we'll do Vicious Mockery again. I'm gonna keep trying to insult the bear to just stop attacking.
Wisdom save result is a 16. Does succeed.
Fair enough. I'm gonna end my
What was
turn.
the damage from the first vicious mockery? I don't think I took it off
3.
him. 3. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
That's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Bolivar, it stares right at you and it puts its dagger claws out towards you like it wants a hug. It's like begins stepping towards you like it's gonna try and hug your ankles. I need you to make a wisdom save.
I'm just gonna say no. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Huh? 14.
Succeed. You're up, Bolivar.
Okay. Quarterstaff, head. Let's go. Okay, why did that? Oh, it's just slow. It is really slow. Come on. There it
Hit.
is.
Ooh, nice
Nice.
damage.
19 for 7 damage. No! Back to being a lifeless lump.
Alright, Veronis.
Oh, helping Veronis with my with Titere.
Alright, with advantage. Nice, that is a hit. 11 piercing
was amazing.
Veronis. How do you take it down?
Hey.
Nice. I want to exactly hit the crossbow bolt sticking out of his face and push it all the way through.
Nice. Alright. The second crossbow bolt hits the first, driving the first at the back of its skull. You see a large hole ripped as its entire back of its head is just torn from the top down, stuffing falling out of it. It kind of wavers a bit, lets out a little and then drops onto the ground, lifeless.
That was horrible.
It was. My apologies. I promise I won't do it again.
Hope that wasn't one of the children's spirits.
Uranus, as you say that, you hear some laughter. Faint. Sounds like it's coming from a long distance away, like many of the sounds that you've heard in this place of the previous residents. It's coming from this door.
Now listen, children usually don't have as many attachments as adults. We may be able to reason with them. But try not to touch any more of their things.
I mean, I didn't want to touch him in the first place. It's a slightly crazy. I don't know if he's a halfling or not. That might be real. He looks like one, but
A gnome. I once was one.
okay.
Aurelia, when I put on a show properly, then you'll understand.
I mean, there's certain things I do understand. There's a lot of things I probably don't. Let's be real. I don't think I've seen, people that look like all three of you, but, you know.
Well,
What do we know?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of feel like I'm going crazy inside of this house. You know what I'm saying?
yes, I do. I think we all are. We need to get out of here,
Yeah, we do.
lest the madness consume us.
True.
Oh my god. I just saw the frightful bear. I hadn't seen it. Wow. That is exactly how I pictured it.
Can't remember the kids' names now.
It just had one of those boring red tokens that said animated bear on it. I was like, no, I hate using those so much. Always have to find new art for those. Alright. So yeah, you all can hear laughter coming from that room up there. Veronis, as you get closer, it looks like there is a symbol carved hastily with a knife across the front of the door. It glows faintly. There's a shield with what looks like something that's supposed to be gone through it. It looks like a replica of the symbols that you saw in the book you saw, except it's missing the belladonna sprig.
It's the same goddess, but the symbol looks incomplete.
What do you mean incomplete? What's missing from it?
It doesn't have the belladonna sprig.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't. Huh. I wonder why.
If I look at the symbol, does this look like something that was very clearly carved after, this wasn't part of the door at some point originally?
Yes, very clear.
I almost wonder if this was put in place after they were already dead.
More laughter. It sounds like two children playing inside. A young boy and a young girl.
Right, well, Bolivar, you're not playing with more dolls, are you?
No, not from this room.
I mean, does it have to specifically be from this room or just in general?
Well, I still have the other one. I will make it move at some point, I promise.
Are you really gonna use that thing as some sort of magical device for your spells?
It's for the show.
I mean, you do you, boo.
We did say we could potentially reason with them, but we also might potentially not be able to reason with them, so be prepared in either case. I'll open the door.
Uranus, it is locked. The laughter sounds stop. You hear a couple children shushing each other.
I'll knock on the door.
There's no answer.
Nice.
What?
Well, I can open it. Did you want to try something else?
I just wanted.
I just wanted to announce myself. Maybe they'll let us in if they know who we are.
I mean, are you really gonna announce yourself as, you know? What if you spook the kids?
Well, it did work on the servants. Couldn't hurt, I suppose.
I guess I'll approach the door and first I'm gonna try and first put the trunk like kind of like on underneath to see if I can smell anything, like like the funk from the roof.
It smells fresh inside, Sam. Clean.
All right, you people inside, we got a performance for you right here if you open the door. We got toys, we got an action store right here, and we got some music for you if you open the door.
There's a pause. And then you hear a little boy's voice say, "Mommy said not to open the door for anyone! Go away!" And then you hear the girl's voice, "Shh, shh."
I mean, I don't think if they're, told to not even, like, open the door. I don't think we open the door.
Your mother sent us to help you.
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Guidance, okay.
Trunk is just on his shoulder.
You hear a little girl's voice respond to you. Say, "How do we know you're not lying to us? Mommy said the hungry things would be trying to get to us."
Well, here's the thing, little girl. There are no hungry things here.
There's no response. Make a persuasion check, Aurelia.
Yep.
Are you saying that there's no hungry things like out there with you or in the house?
Like with us right now. I would like to use my session inspiration.
That's it.
You hear a faint click on the other side of the door. Like a lock disengaging.
Let's try to be civil. I'll open the door.
Inside, a gust of fresh air meets you all, as if the room had recently been cleaned and aired, a stark contrast to the rest of the house that reeks of death, decay, and moldering wood. There's not a spot of dust sullying a pair of child-sized beds and other furnishings. In the southern corner, there is a skeleton wearing a lady's dress with a veiled hat. It stares at you from where it sways in a wooden rocking chair, rocking back and forth slowly. Those of you that were in the conservatory recognize this woman to be wearing the same clothing as Lady Halvrest was wearing. A boy's voice issues from a stuffed purple dragon on one of the beds. Says, they're not like the others. Should we hide from them too, Reagan? And then you hear another voice. Well, it doesn't matter now, you donkey. A girl's voice replying from a figure of a tin knight resting on the other bed. They're already in, so maybe they're just not hungry things yet.
Look, I understand you're nervous, and I get it, you know. We're new people. Sometimes, you know, it could be a little scary, but we're not here to hurt you. We're just simply here to talk.
The little girl, voice coming from the tin knight. Well, talk then. What do you want?
Look. Go ahead, Ty.
No. I was gonna ask. Are they when they're speaking? Are they like are the toys moving?
They are.
Okay, so as this is going on, is there any other toys, figurines, just in this room as well that are just not speaking?
Make a perception check.
I'll use the session.
Okay. There are not. But you get the faint impression that the skeletal figure is watching you. It hasn't moved. The sockets are empty. But you get the distinct impression that if there had been eyes in those sockets, they would be fixed on you right now.
Look.
No, go ahead. I was just clearing my throat. Sorry.
No, you're good. Look, here's the thing. All I want to know is, you know, are you, what do I want to know of these kids? Can I, like, do an insight check to see if they're, like how nervous they are of us?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So you can tell that they are a bit apprehensive. They are a bit nervous. They trust their mother unequivocally, though. They trust her completely, and they believe that she sent you here, that you are in contact with her. So they are comforted by that. They still seem afraid, though. You get the glimpse, the image. You can see that every now and then they kind of glance past you outside, as if they're just completely expecting something to come in behind you.
Okay. Look, we were simply sent to check on, you know, to see if you two were okay.
The little boy said, Mommy made sure we're okay. She wrote the symbol on the door and said the words, and it protects us. They can't come in here.
Okay. So,
What? Oh, sorry.
Now go ahead, Vernus.
What happened here?
The little girl says, the hungry things, the bad spirits, they took over. They stole our parents from us.
They killed your parents.
You see her look over towards the little purple dragon, look back towards you. They stole them.
So months. Okay. So what I'm getting is that, you know, your mother spoke some sort of spell to protect you two, and some monster took your parents away.
Did they put them in the walls?
You can hear sobs coming from the little purple dragon. The head of the Tin Knight nods.
Was this before or after you died?
She would say after. She says her mom died there, waiting, hiding with them. Their father died in his bed, very sick, very ill.
If I look behind, on the door. Do I see the glyphs? And are they inert? Are they not working anymore because we opened the door?
They are working. However, being incomplete, it does not seem that they're working to their full potential.
So the door has to be closed. Gotcha.
Okay.
What's it say?
Would it make you more comfortable if we closed the door behind us?
They both nod.
Yeah, so I'll make sure everyone's inside and then I'll close the door.
Okay. You all see a
Uh,
faint shimmer of light go over the door.
I just have a thought. Varanus, what's your Arcana real quick?
I'm proficient in Arcana.
I am too.
It's +5.
Okay, because I was thinking, since I have a +3 in Arcana, I might attempt to complete the glyph. But I don't know if it's specifically Arcana or Religion. But
I think it's completed once the door is closed.
I do
No,
have
'cause-
wood carving tools.
oh,
Sam,
No.
the image is incomplete. It's
Yeah.
doing its job, but it's not doing it as well as it could be doing it.
Gotcha. Sorry.
because I was only saying it because the Belladonna's not there, so maybe if we like complete it somehow, that like things would change potentially.
All right. Although it's strange, was it left incomplete intentionally, or?
The
That's
children
actually
would
good.
tell you that something was chasing their mommy. She didn't have time.
Okay.
But yet it still protected them.
Yeah.
Maybe Aurelian can help, and I'll try to take out my wood carving tools and try to finish the symbol.
Yeah. I could do the help action on you.
Guidance.
Okay.
Spooky guidance.
Do you want me to roll
Spooky.
Arcana or wood carving tools?
Whichever. So, we'll start with the wood carving tools. Go ahead and roll a check with those first.
What's that?
You can actually use your intelligence since you're using your. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Since you're using your Arcana and your religion to do that, go ahead and make a wood carving tool check using intelligence.
With advantage and
No.
guidance. Oh no. I mean, it's 7 plus guidance at least, so
Oh,
8. Oh no.
Varanus, it's not perfect. There are some minor details to it that are missing currently. It's not beyond repair, but it will
this
certainly take another attempt.
wood is very old and dry. It's not working as well as I'd hoped.
I mean, as long as you can, give it another go, I think you'll be okay. I will
Do-
do the help action again.
Same roll?
One more attempt, yep. Wow. Unfortunate rolls.
It hurts.
Okay.
Ah,
10! No!
So Varanus with the
Wow.
10, the symbol is etched in somewhat, but you don't seem to see any additional effects being done by it. I will say that after a few hours of studying Agatha's book, you will be able to learn the rituals and learn the incantations to complete this, but just the carving is not going to be enough.
I'm not familiar enough with this sect. I don't know the construction behind this spell. Doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I think I do an Arcana check to try and see if I could get the glyph working, right? If I study the book, right, and then I try to do an Arcana check, maybe I can try and.
Exactly. Arcana or religion once either of you have spent a good 2 to 3 hours studying the book.
Okay. I'll do Arcana then, if I study it.
All right, so that will be. Are we allowing 2 or 3 hours to pass in this room?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Short rest, baby.
Yeah,
Sure, we want to take a short rest.
of course.
Okay. You can all take a short rest in here. It is relatively safe.
I get my spirit totem back.
I do just want to ask the children though, what these hungry ones? What do they look like?
They look like lots of things. There's the Bloody Lady. She carries a very big sword. Then there's the man with the horns on his helmet. He's very angry. Then there's... You can see the little dragon kind of go underneath his covers, pulls him close over his head while the Tin Knight speaks. We don't know what to call it. Mom just called it it. It's coming. It's controlling them. It's telling them what to do. It's driving them mad. It's making Daddy sick. It trapped us in here.
Sounds like you're describing soldiers.
2 of them, yes. Mommy knew a lot more about it than we did. She said that there were soldiers here once. And then a bad man came and killed them. And then a woman came to try and kill him. She didn't really tell us too much about those stories. She said maybe when we got older.
Tell me, when you built your house next to this tower, did anyone ever go in the tower?
Daddy went in there a few times. Said there was weird things in the walls. He didn't like to go in there after that.
Traitors, perhaps. Your mother is here, but where's your father?
He's in his room. He's not the same anymore.
In his room. Do you mean the study?
No, the sick room.
Oh yeah, that was on like I remember. Was that the first floor?
Second floor.
Okay, second floor. So
Second room, second floor, northernmost room. The room that smelled like medicine and sickness.
The master bedroom.
oh yeah.
Is that body still staring daggers towards us?
More watching now. The chair is still gently rocking.
Why haven't you been able to leave? To go to the next plane?
Our mom said it's not safe to leave. That if we left this room before the hungry things left, that they would get us.
Huh.
My money is that it is whatever lives at the top of that tower.
I mean, it's very possible. I mean,
The little girl would speak up and say that the man with the horns lives in the tower. It is in the basement.
Oh,
Basement. I don't remember seeing a way down.
It's through the kitchen.
So if we take it out, we can give you peace.
I'm losing the voice. God damn it.
yeah. I love that.
You made your
they
choice.
they do not know.
As I am saying that, I'm looking at the rocking chair. Nothing different.
It stopped rocking when you mentioned that.
Okay. So.
The children would be looking past you. Would be looking past you, Bolivar, and the little dragon say, "Hi, mommy." Bolivar is standing behind you, flashing into and out of your peripheral field of vision, almost as if she's having trouble maintaining a corporeal form, is a woman in a flowing sundress. She. Sorry, one second. She's veiled. She's wearing a hat, wearing the similar clothing to. Well, not similar, but identical clothing to the woman in the rocking chair. She has a parasol draped over her shoulder. She looks towards you and looks past her children. And then she looks down, and you can't hear her. Her words, she's speaking, but it's a soundless thing that she's doing. She's trying to speak. And you can see the Bolivar, make a perception check. I want to see if you can suss out the words she's speaking, even though you can't hear her.
Oh.
Can't quite make it out.
Hmm.
She seems to be growing more desperate, and
What are you saying, woman?
she's holding her hands out, pointing towards her children and making gestures like hands out forward. Looks like she's trying to say that they need to stay here. And then she looks down, speaks some more that you can't quite understand. And you see an anger beginning to rise in her, knowing that she can't quite communicate. And then she turns and sweeps away, wind seeming to pick her up and flow her, drifting away from you. And at that point, Ruha and Petra would approach, and they'd turn the corner. There you are. We're ready for you all downstairs.
I will meet you down there. I need to finish something right here.
She nods. Something is almost frantic to reach out to us. They're ready to talk again. We'll wait for you. And they turn and head back downstairs.
Well, Aurelia, did you figure out what I did wrong?
I mean, there was like, some minor things, but I think I can be able to help fix it. It's not entirely your fault. I mean, your tools can only do so much, you know?
Perhaps if I can undo what you did and make a new blank canvas for you, might inspire you to do it better.
Well, with Aurelia's check and the work that you all have already done, you will be able to seal the door. However, Aurelia, the ritual that you were able to discern from Agatha's book gives you the distinct impression that once you close this door again, the next time that you open it will be the last time this room will be protected.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know what you saw outside, I don't really, I don't know what information you can give me, but once I do this ritual, these kids are gonna have to, stay, because the next time we open it, that seal will be gone.
Couldn't we simply carve a new one?
I mean, we would have to redo the glyphs on the door, yes, but, I think you would have to carve the thing, and I would have to do the arcane seal.
Let's make sure that we get as much information out of the children as we can.
I mean, do you guys have any other questions before I complete this, or?
I'm gonna ask one of the kids.
You mind if I look around in this room? Maybe something useful we can use?
The dragon flaps over and is happy to show you around. Starts showing you his toys and stuff.
Okay, nothing of like actual use though, besides just their personal belongings.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of children's toys and stuff.
Sure. Okay, I'll humor him.
Children, was your mother skilled with magic?
Um, the little girl would say that her mother knew a little bit. The boy would seem to think that she's some super powerful spellcaster and thinks very highly of her.
It's odd that she seems to be one of the more powerful spirits here, is all.
I mean, spirits are, you know. Actually, can I do a religion check to see how much I know about spirits?
Sure.
Religion.
Can I assist her on that? Oh, never mind.
It's fine.
Okay. With a 13, judging by what you've seen, there does seem to be several dominant spirits in the house, and Lady Halvris does seem to be one of them.
I mean, there's probably several dominant spirits. I guess she is, one of them. The others that the children mentioned are probably others.
So the horned man is in the tower. It is in the basement. Where's the swordswoman?
The Bloody Lady, they call her.
Bloody lady.
They say that she wanders the grounds. But she spends a lot of time with it down below.
And the spirit of your father, which we didn't encounter in the master bedroom.
The little boy would say that he's not a spirit. He's something different. Says he lives in the painting.
Oh,
I mean, it could be a spirit that's bound to a painting.
all right. Well, we have our destinations. Shall we close it up?
I mean, I believe Petra's ready, so I think we do a seance first to get some answers. But I'll meet you all down there. I'm gonna complete this glyph.
Perhaps you shouldn't be alone.
Yes, we'll gladly wait for you out here.
I mean, I'm just gonna be right next to the door out here. If you guys want to wait by the entrance. It could get a little explosive.
Step up here.
Now, you two.
Throughout-
I
throughout
would.
traveling. Oh, good.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, throughout traveling throughout the entire house, have I seen like a single like a rat, like a little creatures, anything? Nothing at all. Okay.
Bolivar, are you exiting the room as well?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep. Dog was distracting me. Yep.
Now, kids, stay in here.
They nod.
And I am going to complete the ritual to finish the glyph.
Okay. With your 19 from earlier, you are able to do so successfully. Closing the door behind you, you can see seals it. You can see a golden glow of magic, radiant magic, flowing over the door, flowing over the wall. It seems to encase the room. And you step back out into the old moldering surroundings, the smells, once again, exuding just death and decay. Very different from the room you were just in. And you can hear the click of the lock sliding into place once again as the spirits of the children lock the door behind you. Are you all ready to head back to the parlor?
Yes.
Okay. So,
You- Go
as you all make your way back down, that is where we're going to go ahead and call it a session for today.
ahead.
And when we
Right
come back
before the
next week,
seance.
we will begin the second seance.